Hey y'all, this is Benji with Benji's Destinations. We're going to be doing an unboxing. We had purchased a tripod for our new camera, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to let my partner Brian Pitts talk about the camera. He knows all the specs and everything. We would have done an unboxing on that, but it's already open, but we can still tell you a little bit about it, and then we'll do an unboxing on the tripod that basically you can't just buy any tripod for this camera. This camera is a very heavy camera and it's very sophisticated, and you don't want to be damaged or anything. So Brian, if you want to, let's tell our audience a little bit about the camera.
We ended up going with the Sony FX6, shoots in 4K, 16-bit RAW. I'm really liking the camera, especially the low light capability of the camera. Still familiarizing myself. My background is more in DSLR cameras and mirrorless, but so far I'm really liking the camera. And then the tripod we picked up is Manfrotto MVH502A Fluid Head. And most of you guys out there, shot some film and stuff. You gotta have a fluid head. Using a regular camera.
Full motion too, right?
Yeah. Using a regular, trying to use a regular camera tripod, and believe me, I tried. It don't work too good.
This camera is just a film camera, no pictures or nothing like that. It's just straight film.
This is straight film, 4K.
Okay. Now, this is an approved camera if you want to film and maybe try to pitch something to Netflix as well, right?
It is on Netflix approved list as of now.
Okay, and then what's so special about this camera?
It's cinema line camera, has built-in ND filters, which comes in really handy. Instead of having to put an ND filter on the end of your lens, you actually have a built-in ND filter, which your controls are here for it. It can, if you get an external recorder, it can shoot in 16-bit RAW. It's got 15 stops of dynamic range. But one of my main reasons that I chose this particular camera when I was looking at them was the low light capability.
Okay. Now I know later on we'll try to do an episode of just this camera, and by all means, guys, if you comment on our video and there's something you want to know, please list the comments. We'll try to do another episode specifically on this camera to answer any questions, and then of course as we learn new things, we'll update you guys as well. Now, but real quick, what did we pay for this, Brian?
After tax and everything with the lens, it was $7,600 and change.
Okay, so $7,600 and some odd US dollars for our Philippine audience. The cost of this camera, roughly about 400,000 pesos is what you're looking at if you purchase this camera for our Philippine followers, and we do appreciate that as well. But what we're going to do now is we're going to unbox the Manfrotto tripod. We're going to set this thing up, show you guys how we set this thing up, and show you what we mean by fluid head. And then of course as we start filming, we're going to be filming with this more often now that we have this. We are going to be working on other things, other documentaries and so forth.
A lot of projects.
We just got through filming a commercial for my counseling company, Commonwealth Counseling Centers. Hopefully we'll have that out, and I'll share that with our Benji's Destination audience as well. And we do have a website up now called b2mobilemedia.com.
Mm-hmm.
It is a work in progress, guys, so give us a bit of time, but it is up. And you'll start to, as time goes on, you'll start seeing our logos and everything. But let's go ahead and open the box, Brian. If you want to set the camera down, let's open the box up and let's set this bad boy up.
A little bit on the camera too, guys, is if you'd like, I just briefly went over it. It's got a lot of options on that camera. If you guys would like a little bit more detail or something, just post that down in the comments and we'll get something specific on the camera.
Yeah, we'll definitely, and it would help us, guys, if you do want to know more about the camera. The more questions you ask us, the more that we can research and try to answer for you guys. So please, by all means, if you're wanting to know more about the camera, if you're wanting to know more about the tripod, ask away. We'll do a whole episode just on that for you all. So by all means, ask away. So this one, when we ordered it, not all of them come with its own carrying case, but this one did. Now the price of this, what we pay for this, Brian?
I would say between what's out there for video camera tripods, this would be a mid-range, and this was
Was it six
Seven.
something or 7?
no, it was $635, I think.
Okay.
But that wasn't counting taxes.
So just for the tripod for this camera was roughly around 35,000 pesos, just so we can have something to put this camera on. One of our next items we're going to try to purchase, I think, is a stabilizing.
Yeah, gimbal.
Yeah, stabilizing gimbal.
And I'm looking at the DJI RS2 is currently what I'm looking at. I'm making sure there's a few issues with that they're having, or from what I've read, that they're having a little bit with FX6. Mainly, it's just a record button.
That looks really nice. Now we're just now seeing this for the first time.
Oh yeah.
The bag that it came in is padded as well. It's really good quality carrying bag. I'm really impressed. And then here is, okay, we actually have a strap here. We're gonna Velcro that. Brian, show them the padding out of the bag.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna say this: the quality of the padding on the bag is nice.
It is.
It's real nice. The material on it feels really good.
And
Yeah,
it
I'm
seems
actually
sturdy.
really, yeah.
Yeah, the bag's nice. So, what we got here, guys, this is the tripod for the camera that we got, and you can see it's very big, bulky. I want to say it's heavy, but really not. Probably like about 20 pounds, 15, 20 pounds.
Mm-hmm. And
So-
we can get the exact weight. We can research that.
So,
But this is the aluminum version, aluminum legs. You can get it in carbon fiber to lighten up the weight. And we'll get probably some different setups maybe later as we go and see what we kind of need.
please bear with us because this is the first time we are setting this thing up. I have no idea what that is.
That's your handle.
Okay. I
Now, another thing about this particular tripod, the reason why I chose it as well, is it does either have the rubber feet, or you can actually...
So here, guys, this is the feet. This is not just a pole in the ground. This actually has...
And it's got spikes on the end of it, so you can actually disconnect the rubber feet. And if you're outside shooting and you want a little bit more stability and you want to actually stake it into the ground, you can.
Yep. So we like that. That's nice. So I'm gonna. This is. Hold on, Brian. Let me. Like I said, guys, please bear with us. This is our first time unboxing this thing. Not really. Okay. And then, what am I missing here?
Here, use it. Take your latch.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. So, let me angle this down here a bit. So,
It's off the side now.
is there a there's a bubble level? So
Oh yeah.
there is a bubble level, guys, so that we can.
You can set this up even if it's off at an angle like this.
Let me go ahead and extend these out.
If you're, it's already extended on this side.
Okay, just want to make sure. And not sure what that's for, or these. Okay, now we're gonna raise this up. All right, now go ahead and raise it up there, Brian. Now,
Go ahead and take it all the way up.
yeah, go ahead and take it all the way up. That's right there. Let me see if I can get this auto. All right.
Now, one thing I want to show you, it does have a bubble level here, but if you're on uneven ground, you can loosen this, and it allows you to level out the head. So even if the tripod is unlevel, depending on what you're shooting on, what type of ground, You can actually still level up your head so you can level up your footage.
Is that what means fluid head? I'm not familiar with
The
this.
fluid head is what it does, it sets resistance.
Okay.
So when you turn these and you got this camera,
Fluid
actually,
drag system, okay.
yeah, you can actually set the fluid resistance. The handle comes down and actually hooks off to the side, and it can go either side.
Okay, that way if you,
And
Wow.
if you notice, it locks in with gears too once you
yep.
tighten it up.
Sure does. So, let's lower this a little bit, and that way,
It goes up to 60. If I'm forgive me if I'm wrong on this or I misquote. I drove in the way we're doing
I
this,
think we're right there.
and it goes up to a max height I think of 66 inches. I'm wanting to say
Okay.
67.
Which is what we want, just in case we have to film something high up. I like this.
This is a quick release plate,
Okay.
so you can actually. I don't know if I can get it right here.
I see it pops out. So,
Should slide all the way out.
well,
And then another release.
guys, it's a quick release plate, but we don't know how to take it out on the way out. Yep, there we go. So it comes out backwards, not forwards, but behind.
All right, on the quick release plate, basically what this allows you to do is you can sit and attach this to your camera, or even if you want to use a recording device or any other device you want to put
What's
on
this
here.
right here, Brian? Oh, well, okay, that tightens up the slide.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. And
Basically, you can attach that to the bottom of your camera, and if you're needing to take and go hands-on and run and gun with it, you can, or if you're needing to quickly put it
this
back
comes
in.
with a nice little instruction manual,
Mhm.
pocket carry. That's great. It's got pictures, tells you exactly how to operate this thing. Multiple languages. Okay, I like that. That's good.
And it's got attachments for either or. Forgive me, guys, I can't remember the exact sizes, but basically your DSLR cameras or your bigger cameras as far as on the quick release plate.
Okay. That's the drag.
And then you can lock this in position with
What's
this.
this right here? What are we looking at here?
That's your lock, if I'm not mistaken,
Okay. All right. Now,
because that's going to keep it from spinning.
let's see. Now, what's it? This.
Locks.
Okay. Let's,
These set your drag.
okay. So let's, guys, what I'm looking at here is I can lock this forward, and I can see the bubble very clearly. So if I want to get this,
No, don't worry about that. Just take this, loosen this up,
okay,
get your bubble set,
it's set. Go ahead.
tighten it up. There you go.
All right, I learned something new. So now that we got the bubble set, we can loosen this up. We can move this around, right? And
Or if you're wanting to lock it in a position, if you're filming and you want to keep it locked in position, you can also set the resistance level. That's hence fluid head.
well, I see here where it says fluid drag system. So
Yeah.
let's okay. So let's go ahead and lock this in. Let's go ahead and put the camera on.
Let's see.
What do you think, Brian?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, here we go. It's read. This is positive drag and then negative. For the money, guys, this is sure. I've never seen a tripod this sophisticated before. So if we're like this, Brian, and we want to lock it from going left to right, can we do that?
Yes.
Maybe. Okay. Yeah. That's what this is for.
Yeah, you're locked.
Yep. Or
That
lock.
locks your side to side, and the other locks your up and down.
So we know we're gonna put the camera on, so let's go ahead and lock everything down. That way we know we protect our camera. It's not going nowhere, it's locked down good. That's locked as well. Everything's locked. What is this about? Oh, I guess that's so you can. I'm not sure, man. I do see that we can, I'm not really sure about these rubber feet thing. Oh, that just holds the feet on in case unless you want to use the spikes.
Exactly.
Okay. Alright. So let's put the camera on and did you get screwed in there good? And
Yeah. So
we brought that backwards so we can slide in forwards.
basically you got your plate attached.
And then here's your release button here. Alright, go ahead.
Slides in. Ain't gonna go any further forward. Ain't gonna come out. And you, wherever you want to position it, you lock it into place with your side screw.
And then we can use this for our,
And of course this turns however you need it to go.
alright.
Keep the locks off.
So now we can, if you want to do a demonstration here, Brian, just move it around and
Set the drag up. Give me just a second, guys. See, it almost, yeah,
now it's dragging.
yeah.
And, yep. That way it's not so loose control. Right.
Yeah, exactly. You can set your drag up, especially for weights and different cameras that you got.
Okay.
Now, as you see, you get a nice, steady motion.
Go ahead and spin it all around there too. I think it's 360.
Yeah, it's full 360.
So if we're filming,
Feel that now with the drag setup.
oh yeah.
See the difference what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that gives you a lot
You-
fluid motion. Yeah.
You can
If
control
that
that.
drag, yeah, if that drag wasn't there, guys, I can tell you right now, if that
Well, I can show you now. You felt that. Now here's what it feels like without the drag.
oh yeah. See guys, you'd be all over the place. So
It makes a difference.
it makes a huge difference. So
Now you got, of course, you got places for other attachments on the tripod itself.
I see that. We can add lights, microphones, screens.
And one of the other, one of the audio that we got.
Now how do we? Let's see. How do we lock this in? This right here locks it in place, though, right?
That locks your up and down.
Yep. And this locks you left to right.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're locked in place. So now if we just wanted to film straight ahead, we could. All right. Otherwise, we loosen it, the drag kicks in, and we got slow mechanical motion.
A lot smoother motion.
Yep. All right.
Now on the sound, we'll be going over that a little bit later. We do have some.
We're not going to do an unboxing, but I will get the box. I will show you, and I'll tell you about the brand about it.
Mhm.
So, first of all, we have the H&A Pro Series audio cable. Show you guys. Basically, this is microphone cable. And then Brian, you'll have to pronounce that name.
We got the microphone I went with, and a lot of people that does sound is going to recognize this. I went with the Sennheiser MKH 416.
And this is the microphone. Tomorrow, we're actually going to be doing a podcast test setup. So tomorrow, we'll actually be unboxing this and while we're doing the podcast setup, and we'll kind of go over that tomorrow. We just wanted to kind of go over the tripod for right now. And then also tomorrow, this is the Zoom F6 multi-track field recorder. Brian, if you want to, tell them a little bit about this because I'm not familiar with that.
This is an external recorder. Especially where we was looking at the gimbal, because if you do fly this particular camera on the gimbal, basically you have to detach the top part, which gets rid of your XLR jacks. You also have to detach this handle. So basically the only sound you'd be able to get through this camera at that point is through the scratch mic that's on the side, which is basically just to allow you to sync up your sound in post, more or less.
Yeah.
I ended up picking this because a lot of times it's me filming and I'm filming by myself. One of the biggest things that attracted me to this was the 32-bit float sound and the capability of being able to bring sound back if you clip or if it's too low, and I'm not able to watch the adjustments.
Does this have auto-tune? Like what my Syntrix thing does?
I am not for sure on that, to be honest with you.
I wonder if we can modulate our voices through this, just like the Syntrix, the auto-tune.
I
Sort of like what I mean by auto-tune, guys, is not every music artist out there actually has a good voice. If you hear them live versus you hear them on a recording studio or recorded CD or MP3 or whatever, some of these people can't really sing as well as they make you think they do, and they digitize their voice, and it makes them sound better than what they actually are. And I have a device like that over here called a Syntrix, and it changes your voice from male to female, female to male, trio, echo. It's got 1,000 settings. And what I was asking Brian is, does this do the same thing? But I guess we can find out tomorrow when we.
I'll have to look into that. The main reason like I said, I went with this was the 32-bit sound, because basically if you're clipping, if your sound's too high with your speakers, you can recover it in post.
Okay.
Real
quick, guys, we gave $1,499 for this, the microphone and the cable, correct?
It was in a kit, yes.
So, guys, just for the tripod, just for the Zoom and for the Sennheiser microphone and the cable and the camera and everything, you're looking at over $10,000. You're looking at over $500,000 pesos for our Philippine audience out there, just to be able to have a nice quality sound filming place. That's not including like setting up a studio with sound board or foam or so. This is getting really costly, but I do think we have some gigs coming up. I think we got a wedding maybe in October.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be shooting a music video, and even though the song is not mine, and I won't take credit for the song, and we'll make that clear that who owns the song, the rights, and everything. The purpose of the music video is so that we can show people the quality of work that we're going to be doing. And of course, if there's any local artist out there with their own original music and wants to shoot a music video, we'd be available to shoot that for them as well.
Yeah, and then of course commercials, which we're already doing a few of those now.
Yeah. Yeah, we shot some car commercials. We're getting ready to shoot a commercial for a tattoo shop, Small Town Tattoos, that did my hand tattoo. And we also did a commercial for my counseling company, Commonwealth Counseling Centers. And then I have a family practice as well, physician family practice that we'll be doing a commercial for in the future on as well as that too. So hopefully as time goes on, our investment in this will start to pay off. We really thank you guys that watch our content. And always, guys, please like and subscribe. We need you guys to help us grow. Without you all, there'd be no Benji's Destinations. In the future, me and Brian plan on doing our own podcast once we kind of get settled into it. Basically, right now we're looking at basically just like what we want to call beer and bourbon talk, bar talk, kind of bring some people in, interview. Hope it's entertaining, hope you guys like it, but we got some of those things kind of in the works.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of projects going on. I'm working Brian to death, so
oh yeah.
I know in the end though it's going to pay off, and and Brian don't have tattoos. I've got tattoos. I've got the cross and the rosary, and I've got Jesus's name and some other tattoos. And I'm going to get a tattoo put on Brian one of these days that says B2 Mobile Media on his forehead. So. Not this Bond tech.
You might have to get some help to hold me down for that one. But,
we'll just give him some gin. We'll just give him some Tandoy rum, and I think that'll help. So, but anyways, guys, I'm gonna real quick. I'm just gonna show you guys. Let me. I got this autofocus thing going on, so let me show you guys this right here. That's the stand. That's the tripod. That's the camera. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions at all, please post those in the comments. We'd be so happy to do an episode answering any questions and stuff on it as well. So please ask us. Brian, you got anything else? I mean, this concludes the unboxing.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, if you guys want any more details as we go forward on the camera or anything like that, just post in the comments. Be happy to go into it more in depth. But yeah, thanks for your support. Like Ben said, please hit that like and subscribe and help us grow.
Help us grow. So as always, guys, keep the crazy side down, and we hope to see you in the Philippines very soon. To all of our Philippine followers, as soon as things start to open up, me and Brian definitely want to come and film the beautiful places in the Philippines, the islands, the water, the people are so wonderful. We love you guys. So thank you very much.